guys, Carmen here of Will to Carmen, and yeah, episode 19. I told Will I'm gonna take over the whole episode. I'm gonna answer all questions, do everything, right? So I think it's time to change the name. Carmen. What do you guys think? We don't need him. No. Just kidding. But yeah. So tonight's episode 19. I'm really excited. Don't forget to like, share, follow, ring the bell, do what you do. We trust you, boo. But episode 20 is actually going to be uploaded on the 14th of this month, September, of 2021. And the really exciting part is that on July 14th of 2021 was the day that the video that went, it's weird to say viral, but like it's got almost 4 million views on it. So it's really exciting on TikTok. So don't forget to also follow me on TikTok. It's Will to Carmen. Do lives and everything there. And yeah, so I'm really excited for episode 20. So tonight is actually going to be a little bit different. You know, the episode 20 is going to be me doing the makeup and kind of like exactly where I started at. And then tonight is actually going to be answering some questions. I want a little bit more in detail. I get a lot of questions about some things, and I want to clear up some things, and you know, spend some time with you guys. Okay. Blah, blah. So yeah, stick around and let's get started. So first thing that I wanted to was it's not really a question that I get, but it is something that does happen, and I'm noticing it a lot in lives with people who are supposed to be supporting. So these are people who claim to be supporters of me or LGBT or trans or whatever they're trying to be, but they're passive aggressively bringing out everything about you. It's like, you know, you can't be a supporter and then sit here and be like, I'm a supporter, but that but discredits all of it. What was that there? That's why it looks like it's red. But discredits the whole thing. It's like, you're not a supporter, baby. But yeah, just saying. So another thing that I get a lot of, and I'm just kind of addressing some of the hate, the haters that come in there with the little trolls and their little stupid comments. Just putting a Bible verse a week, okay, first off. And along with that, people don't even want to look up a link off of like a website to go see what it actually said or what the picture was. Why do you think do you think that some of these people who are not educated on the Bible are going to be like, one moment. Oh my gosh, did you believe what that said? No, not going to happen. Stupid. But also I grew up in the church, okay? So it's like, you're not going to get me that way. It's like, because the whole thing is you're not standing in your faith and going through with it. You're standing behind your faith and using that as a weapon. That's not cute. Another thing that comes up a lot is, you know, you're a man. Why are you a man wearing makeup? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, I am a man. Yes, I put on makeup. First off, drag has been around forever. Like, what is the big deal? What is the big deal? It's just not giving whatever they're trying to say it gave. Okay, it's just stupid, you know. But honestly, I don't even understand why it's a big deal. Because to me, nowhere in the Bible did it say you couldn't wear makeup if you was you know, if you're a man, you can't wear makeup. Because makeup wasn't around at the time. So I'm kind of torn as to where their logic comes from. I always tell them, I'm like, in our society, we made makeup a feminine thing. Just like razors were not made for women, but these razor companies like Gillette and stuff decided to, they actually pushed for women to start shaving so that they could have more sales. That's why women shave their armpit, their legs, and all that. So, you know, it's certain things we have made, we have put a gender specific thing on it, and then we turn around and it's like, oh, well, I grew up this way, so it's not. I grew up in the hick ass city, okay? And guess what? I'm still a homosexual. I never met a homosexual all my life growing up until I was 16 years old, and I'm still a homosexual. And not because I met him. I love the guys who will be like, they'll come in and they'll be like, you're not fooling anybody. But what's so funny is it's like, those guys really will be trying to hit these people up in their DMs and stuff. I literally don't even give them the time of day. But it was like the comment the other day with you're so ugly as a woman, but yet you was hanging on to every word I said. You told me you're a straight guy that wears makeup, and now you have an issue with that. And instead of being nasty and mean, as you know, because here's my thing, my first, I can think of all the petty things. The way that I go through all these petty emotions, I'll go through it and then I'll be like, okay, that's like, instead of me doing it, I kind of think of all the meanest things I could do. And then I like go and I was like, you know, I went and looked the guy up by his name, and he had told us so much information in my life because he was really invested, that I went and I like found the guy online. I found his LinkedIn, I found all this stuff. Like, I could have been horrible with this boy, but instead I sent him a message on Facebook because you couldn't send it on TikTok because of his privacy settings. And I said, you know, you don't have any pictures of yourself. All these are like anime pictures. You know, if you are curious or you're having, you know, some, you know, sexual identity issues and stuff, you can always talk to me. I mean, do I like the comment? No, but I know I'm not ugly. Like, either way, I'm not ugly. I didn't say I was the finest ever, but I'm not ugly. So that's the big thing. I'm not trying to fool nobody. I don't want to fool nobody. I literally, like, if I was trying to fool somebody, I would not be putting my makeup on in front of you guys. I would try to cover up every little detail to make sure, you know, I'd talk like a lady as much as I could. It's not going to happen. I might talk a little bit softer as Carmen, but I'm still talking in my same voice. And here on my lips. So, yeah. So a lot of people like to know about my first gay experience, which as an adult, we're not going to go into anything beforehand. So let me tell you this story. So I was married to a female. We were married for about, legally I think we were married for 12 years. 2007, we got divorced in 2019. Yeah. So, but it was just because we just put it off, because neither one of us were getting remarried, neither one of us were doing anything. And I still, you know, she's like my best friend. She's like, you know, part of the family in a sense. Other than we don't talk anymore because of people ruining that shit, but whatever. So I was married, and I came out, and basically, you know, now there's these apps and websites and stuff, and I did not know how to do it, but I ended up, all the homosexuals gonna know what I'm talking about. I went on Adam for Adam. I ended up finding this guy. He was like, I believe he was like 26. He was like this surfer with like dark brown hair, and he lived out in Jacksonville Beach. I was living in St. Augustine Beach. Well, St. Augustine at the time, not the beach. And I drove on down to his house, and he was straight, and all of his roommates were gone, and he was very, 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 very scared. And I was excited, and like I was nervous, like, you know, this is like the nail in the coffin on the whole marriage thing at this point. Like, this is definitely gonna change things. And yeah, I remember we went in there, we had safe sex. I've always been a bottom, so in case you want to know that. And it was not very long, and I left, and I left with like a sense of like, yeah, this is I'm gay, you know. I mean, I was so happy. I was like ready to tell everybody. Now, man, everybody just like, hey, if you listening, I just had sex, you know. I just had sex. But it was just, it's just what was meant to be at the time, and yeah, that was how that went. And then after that, I really did not have sex like with a lot of people, very quickly, but that changed eventually. It really did. So as of right now, I have like 4 different like sections of how I want to go over questions, comments, and tell a little stories. So with that being said, this is part 2 of it. So I figured let's switch up to do. So top thing that I wanted to go over was loyalty. So I don't think that in this day and age we actually we treat people, we don't give people enough loyalty. We don't expect enough loyalty back. I have a friend, for instance, I'm not gonna say his name, but because he'd kill me. But you know, it's like he was in love with a girl so much that he didn't do anything. He was all about her. They were young college kids, and she was cheating on him. So he feels like, you know what, nobody can be faithful. Why am I going to sit here and be faithful to anybody, because they're all liars and da-da-da. And I'm like, not everybody is. You got your heartbroken ones. You gotta realize that you not being loyal to people is going to make people just not even trust you, not care. And I know a lot of guys want to go out and do what they want to do, but you're hurting people more than you realize. You're hurting yourself more than you realize. And I want to be very, 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 transparent and blunt, honest with you guys. I have been a major, major, major slut in my life, okay? I've slept with more people than a lot of people would ever guess, right? After I came out. And with that being said, I may be the bottom, but I have topped before, and there's a difference between top and bottom. That could be a whole different conversation. But these guys that want to go around and put their thing in every single person, it's like where you're trying to fill a hole, but you can't fill it. Bottom kind of thing. You cannot sit here and keep doing that and thinking that people are going to sit here and just wait on you. And what disrespectful ass person is here and go, oh, you know what? Like, somebody else I know got somebody pregnant and then is out cheating. And it's like, I don't know where the condom came from that you found. You know what? I don't know why I ever loved you. I should not be questioning that, okay? You guys have to realize loyalty says a lot of things about you. Loyalty is the biggest thing. The thing that kills me is sometimes people are like, why is cheating such a big deal? It's not the cheating as much as you think it is. It is at the time it bothers you, of course, yeah. But, and loyalty and being faithful is two different things. Loyalty goes along with it, but I kind of went off on a little tangent here. But being loyal and faithful to somebody, it's not always just about the fact that you slept with somebody else. It's about the fact that I'm putting all my trust into you. I'm being loyal and faithful to you. And the last good times that we have, now I'm feeling really dumb, and I'm looking back and I'm like, I look so stupid. Like, he over here like talking to this bitch, and I'm thinking we in love. Like, I'm thinking we being real, and he's out lying and cheating. This shit hurts so bad, and it's like I about want to cry right now. But it's not fair. It's not right, and it's not a joke, guys. Girls either. And these girls, you taking all those men, it's like my friend said one time, he goes, it's kind of like, when a guy's having sex with you, it's like a little piece of him is left, whether it's, actually inside, but there's a little piece, and all those little pieces bring a lot of different energies in. And if you notice, nobody can seem to stay in a relationship anymore. Nobody can stay happy anymore. So just try to be a good person and try to literally value yourself more. But loyalty comes with everything. Loyalty does also go along with, stop telling people, oh, I'm on my way and I'm still in bed, I ain't even got up. Stop doing that. What is the point of losing trust in somebody and talking behind people's back and there's no point of it. Be a real person. Value your worth. The way that because you'll be pissed when that person does that to you. Value your worth and their worth. Okay? Something I know from experience, okay? I have been around the worst kind of people before. I've lived in rough areas. I've done all that. And I'm still me. I don't commit crimes. I never have done all that stuff. So, stop judging people based off of maybe their job or what you've heard about them. I'm talking about, like, for instance, dealers of illegals. I literally know somebody who has been the biggest, most powerful person in my life for many years, who has literally given me the shirt off his back. And when people find out what he does, it's like, oh my god, he's a dealer? Oh my god, ugh. Or like, one time I said I need to talk to him about something. I said I feel like it's something to me, him need to address. And this other guy goes, he's just a dealer. Like, you really think that's needed? He's still a human being. Stop devaluing people because you think less of them. Why do you think less of them? Because somebody else has said something about them. But in the end, y'all still go to these people. There's some value to you, but they become like not the people that you judge them. Like, you'll judge them but go buy drugs from them, but then you'll turn around and sit there and say, like look at them as nothing but the drug. It's not right and it's not fair. And the only reason I didn't know for a long time that this guy dealt drugs. Like, he was very, like, we never talked about it. We just, like, hung around each other, and I literally would, like, I told my family, like, you have nothing bad to say about this person because you don't understand their situation. He didn't just come out and, like, say, you know, I want to sell drugs. Like, some of these damn people who just don't want to go to work. There's a whole story. There's a whole background story, and it may not, for you, you may go, oh my God, that's stupid, like, he could have done it. But you know what? That's your opinion. Just at the end of the day, we really, really, really have to learn how to be, like, not judge those people, but also, just because you're around those people, they don't have to change you. Like, they didn't change me. I'm still me. I didn't do anything. I know how to be me at all times. And we have to stop looking at that other person and wanting to be like them, or, you know, wanting to do this and this, and wanting to feel like the in crowd, because you know what? The in crowd wants to be like you. So just be you. And that also being said, we got to stop being two-faced. We got to start standing by somebody. Your morals and values, they mean more than what you're giving the worth to them. And I want the worth for your morals and values to be a lot higher than what most people are valuing them at. And so, you know, for instance, like, me and my husband, we talk about, you know, when we first were dating, it's like, every time we talked about something, it was always like, you know, well, I didn't feel like I came first. And then I would feel like, I know I did, but it's like, when we would talk, it didn't seem like it. And then whenever he would, like, whenever we'd be out, you know, I have a way, and it wasn't with him, it was actually with some friends one time, that, like, I'm gonna agree with you no matter what, because I'm on your side. Just like my mom taught me a long time ago, like, you stand by your man, well, you know, you stand by your significant other, and if that person is like, nah, we don't have a president, we are reigned by the Queen Elizabeth, or the sky is purple, whatever, you agree. You're like, yeah, y'all didn't hear? Like, you got that person back. And when you leave, you might be like, you a dummy. Why you got me out here relying on these people? Why you got me out here acting like that? But you have their back, because you know what the biggest thing is? I should never have to feel stupid by myself, like, if you got my back. So many times we want to, like, you know, literally just jump on the bandwagon, like, so it's like that person gets their feelings hurt, and then everybody wants to go make fun and joke and talking, and then it's like, even if that was your best friend that you walked in with, now you're like, oh, but I'm Kiki'd up and I'm booed up with these new friends over here. Yeah, but they're gonna do the same thing to you. Do better. So, this is kind of a little story, but because a lot of people are a little bit confused. So let me start off. I am 100% gay. I am a gay man. Born male, staying male, not transitioning. Okay. So a lot of people want to understand, if I've always been gay, why did I marry a woman? And I don't know how else to explain it. Somebody, if they really, you know, if they never lived this life, then maybe they don't understand. And some people don't, you know, have the same, you know, they don't think the same way I do. But basically, all my life, all I can ever remember is liking boys. But society, church, Bible, whatever, said you can't do that. You're gonna go to hell, right? So I denied it. There's no way I'm gay. No way I'm gay. Mess around with boys. I would tell myself, this is just, it's just boys being boys. Whatever. You know, always come up with an excuse. And I still remember being in high school and stuff, telling myself, I'm not like I'm not gay. Like, I could not visualize those words, because I'm like, I'm just, you know, like, it's gonna be fine. And then, you know, but I could never sleep right. I remember always having so much anxiety, I could never sleep. And one day it comes to a point, and you have that realization that you're like, I've got to live my life, and everybody deserves that. So it's not that, you know, I didn't know I was gay. It's like I denied that I was gay to myself. I was in such denial that I could not tell myself that I was gay. Like, hell no, I ain't gay. What you talking about? Be like, with a real gay voice, you know, like, got all the gay flamboyant stances and everything. But I couldn't own up to it because I couldn't admit it to myself. No way I was going to admit it to anybody else. Didn't matter that everybody else seemed to know and make fun of and do all this stuff. And then when you do come out, you know, it just, like, just makes you want to punch somebody when they're like, I always knew. Yeah, okay, so did I, but I didn't know how to admit it to myself. And you picking on me all of high school, college, all that shit, I literally want to punch you. So please get out my face, okay? Like, they just don't understand. Part 3. So, one of the things I want to address, and the next one is marriage. This may seem a little hypocritical coming from me, but like, I was taught that like divorce really isn't a thing, and really, had I not been gay, I really still believe that. Like, I was willing to like stay, you know, fight this out. Like, I'm gonna stay no matter what, but not what happened. I feel like we don't give marriage its true value anymore, or its true worth. You know, people want to say that it's just a piece of paper, and you know what? I honestly can look at it and say, you know what? Yeah, it is a piece of paper. But what you're not seeing, and maybe that's because some of these people aren't getting married that are saying it, is they're looking at it like a piece of paper. But this is, it's like you'll go get a mortgage for your house, or you'll go get a, a loan, or what. You'll do all these things, but you got to understand that with a marriage, it's like a way that you're like, for the rest of eternity, you feel like you're saying, you know what, it's me and you, babe, like, we got this. And it's like, so many people take that so not seriously. Like, they treat marriage like it's just a regular breakup from somebody or something. And it's like, you know, and a big part of where I see a lot is you can tell the difference in people who have had their parents that are still married to this day, and then the parents who are people who had like a single household and stuff. And not saying that it's because they have people marrying in and out, but they treat it like, oh, we're gonna get married, like that. Like, marriage is just the next step. And if it don't work out, you know, even though we're fighting, we hate each other and all this stuff right now, like, marriage is the next step, right? Marriage is the next step if that's what's appropriate. But here's the thing with the marriage. Marriages can always work. They can always work. And like, I could have made mine work. You know, we could have done whatever. Marriages can work, you know, because here's the thing. At the end of the day, not everybody loves everybody 100% of the day. Not everybody hates everybody 100% of the day. I mean, look at arranged marriages. They've been working forever. The thing with a marriage is you have to know how to put in the effort that nobody wants to put in anymore. And, you know, when you get hurt, you get cheated on and stuff, you know, I'm not saying because, like, you want to give, because that person also is not putting that effort. Like, the fact that they would go cheat, it's like, what the F? Like, we have to value marriage more. Because here's the thing, all these people will be like, well, marriage is stupid because it is just a piece of paper. You know what? If you don't want to get married, you don't have to get married. But do not sit here and get married and then turn around and treat it like, yeah, I'm just not feeling that bitch anymore. She getting fat and ugly, and I don't want that. Nay. I don't want to be gone. You didn't want to get married in the first place. You need to learn what marriage is and what, you know, like a long-time girlfriend or something is. And value certain things in life. We try to take the value out of that, but then we want to have the value in, like, people's pronouns and stuff. Or, you know, we want to take the value out of marriage, but we want to sit here and just, like, get so mad about stupid things, or, you know, things that should not matter. You know, it's like, it just shouldn't matter. But marriage is just nothing. No, it's because we allow things to lose their value for other things to increase in value. But, you know, you cannot trade in a Ferrari and go get a Honda and say, you know what, the Honda runs good, I'm gonna be good. It's actually an upgrade. You know, it's an upgrade. It's got 4 doors. The worth of them are two different. They're very separate vehicles. They're separate entities, but you would have won the Ferrari, you would have wanted the Ferrari, or you would have wanted the Lamborghini, you would have wanted whatever, but you went with the other one because it's something for you to fight for. It's something that you, at the time, was benefiting off of. But the first time that you out on the Autobahn, you can be like, girl, oh my God, get me out this Honda. For real. Next thing is, we're all adults. I mean, if there are kids watching, then that's on them. But we're all adults. Lies are stupid, okay? We want to be baddies, bad bitches, or, you know, real motherfuckers. Okay, here's the thing. Y'all want to be all that, but y'all can't even, like, y'all gotta lie and cover up and hide things and do all. I don't like, nobody is worth that to me. Like, nobody is worth a stupid lie to me. I don't care how embarrassing it is, or, you know, like, you want to go on live and everybody was like, oh, why haven't you been here a few days? Because nobody was showing up. And I don't want to seem like that person that's annoying people, like, just, oh my God, he's back on here again. Like, you know, yeah, I was told, like, maybe say, like, you know, you've been working a lot. Nah, I didn't come in here because I don't want to be annoying and, like, just keep doing the same thing and y'all not care anymore. Like, I want there to be value behind my work and things. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, because that lie, it takes away from the actual reason of even asking. So, like, because if you're going to pay attention, you're going to pay attention to the fact that I just said, because I didn't want to be boring, I took some breaks because I just didn't want to be that person anymore. You know, that was, like, annoying y'all or whatever. And people were like, oh, okay. Like, you know, you got a real response. Lies are so stupid. And people, like, I've had people be like, well, you know, maybe you haven't been married. I have been married, and I have been with a significant other. And you know what? I don't lie. Like, even when it's the hardest truth, and sometimes people be like, that sounds so stupid. I'm like, it's so stupid that it honestly, like, it's really what happened. But lies are stupid. Like, if you're a grown-ass, no, if you a baddie, if you a real-ass, just say your shit. Like, stop lying and cheating and, you know, using people. It's stupid. Grow up. Have your own way of thinking. Stop listening to everybody else. Stop getting your political views from the person you trust. Stop getting your opinions from your parents. Stop getting all this stuff so mixed up, because you know what, at the end of the day, what do you think? What do you want to happen? You know, like, and learn how your kids are learning, because that's going to teach you how, you know, if like my niece, for instance, she picks up everything people say. So that's how she gets her opinion on things, is because that's how she's learning and she's hearing it. And it's like, so anytime you're talking about things, your kids may be learning something that maybe they shouldn't be learning or something. Or maybe you may be joking, but that's how they're taking it as the truth. Like, we have to start thinking for ourselves. We want to, like, and this is where, like, I see a lot of issue is, like, for instance, the LGBTQ community. We only think that there is one political side. There's only one way that people can think and do. And I've dated somebody that is like, you know, you can't say words. It's not. Here's the thing. You're allowed to have your own opinion. You're allowed to have your own way of thinking. You're allowed, like, and I like to have a debate with somebody, you know. So, you know, when Trump won, it was like, oh my God, Trump for gays, and there were so many people that were like, at the end of the day, I didn't care about that. What I care about was, you know what, these people, do they want Trump because they want Trump, or do they want Trump because daddy says so? Or, you know, whatever. Like, we just have to have our own way of thinking. Like, I'll take whatever somebody tells me and I'll be like, you know, I won't let it just change my opinion. Like, for a moment, I might, like, it's like when you hear something about a celebrity and it's like, oh, you know, so-and-so did this. You know how quickly we are, and especially in this cancel, you know, culture, to, like, just cut somebody off and be like, oh my, and that may not have been the whole story. It's just like with, like, legal facts about somebody. We will judge somebody based off of what the news report said or what, you know, the court, but sometimes it's like the truth is not necessarily what they're putting into it. You know, there's sometimes bias and everything else. It's just like, there's your side of the story, my side of the story, and then the truth lies in between. You know, we have to start thinking for ourselves. We're big boys and girls. We got to. So, one of the things I did want to bring up real quick, like, you know, when you're having sex, for instance, there's a lot of people who don't, you know, the guys, have this thing, you know, I have one of the parts. So they think like, you know, oh, I'm just putting it in, like it's not a big deal. And maybe it's not, whatever to them. But if they really sit down and think about it, it is a big deal. And it's even bigger that you're wanting to put yourself into like your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, and then you want to go give that to everybody else. Value your member and realize that that's a big deal that they're allowing you in their body. Okay, speaking from me being a bottom, you're allowing somebody into your body, and as a woman that goes through that, that's a lot. They are queens. You need to respect them more, and you need to value yourself as a king. And kings are not out here sleeping with every Tom, Dick, Harry, and then want to go home and handle it with a hand. Like, calm down. That thing is it's like a weapon in a sense. Like it gives seed that makes children. Value your worth, okay? Also, I want to let you guys know, like, anytime you ever have any questions, where I'm like a down to earth person, okay? Sometimes I kind of get people who like treat me as a like in the response that I'll get in DMs is like, oh, well, you're never gonna read this because like maybe I'm just a little gay boy who is 32 years old living in Dallas. I am not an influencer. I honestly would sit down and have a conversation with you, and it probably turn into a 6-hour conversation. And it has done that many times with many followers that actually, you know, want to like talk, and we make friends, and it's a fun journey, and we actually have real conversations. I like to make friends with people. I like to get to know people and network in the proper way. You guys seeing my whole other side of me, and then getting to see Will as well. There's no walls, there's no boundaries. It's not like all of a sudden they'll be like, oh my God, you know he does it. No, y'all know me, and I like to be transparent with people. So don't ever think that don't ever like be scared to talk to me. Like, if you just want to say, hey, you want to be friends? I love friends. Let's be friends. You know, me and my best friend, like, both of us need more friends. Like, me and her love to be friends with people, and not like, it's not about quantity over quality. Like, we love to be friendly with people, and then we like a genuine, real bond sometimes is made, and that's tops. That's tops. So, yes. Message me. There's also my email, world_of_will@yahoo.com. DM me, hit me up here on YouTube. I'm Will Carmen on any of the sites that I have. Cash App me, PayPal me, you know, whatever. No. But yeah, and I do have an Amazon wish list as well if anybody wants to assist or donate money, any of that, because I do need to get more wigs and more clothes and stuff. You know, I'm out here in my bra again, you know. But yeah. I need a sugar daddy, but that doesn't need any sugar. So, you guys, thank you so much for staying with me through this whole episode. Episode 20 will be out on the 14th. Don't forget, it's a big episode because it's going to be 2 months since the original viral video went out. So I'm super excited. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like, share, follow, ring that bell, do what y'all do. Thank you guys. Bye.